The film world has lost a luminous presence. Diane Ladd, the beloved and versatile actress whose career spanned more than 6 decades, has died at the age of 89. Her passing was confirmed by her daughter, actress Laura Dern, and marks the end of an era for a performer who brought grit, wit, warmth, and authenticity to every role she took on. A life in brief born Rose Diane Ladner on November 29, 1935, in Laurel, Mississippi. Diane Ladd grew up in a theatrical and southern, inflected milieu. She began acting early, less as a starlet in the conventional sense and more as someone drawn to the complexities of character and emotion. Over the years, she appeared in more than 200 film and television productions. Her life also intertwined deeply with others in Hollywood. Ladd was married to fellow actor Bruce Dern from 1960 to 1969, and together they had 2 daughters. One tragically died as a toddler, and the other is Laura Dern, who went on to become one of Hollywood's most respected actresses. On November 3, 2025, Ladd died at her home in Ojai, California, with Laura by her side. My amazing hero and my profound gift of a mother, Laura called her in a statement. The breakthrough "Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore." Ladd's breakout moment arrived with the 1974 film Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore, directed by Martin Scorsese. In the film, she played Flo, a brash, no-nonsense waitress whose tough exterior masked a loyal and compassionate heart. Her performance earned her an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actress. Critics noted that her role, while supporting, was unforgettable. Their marvelous contributions in small roles are a measure of the film's quality. Indeed, the film itself, about a widowed mother seeking a new life, became something of a classic, and Ladd's Flo remains one of its most memorable facets. A rich and varied career following that breakthrough, Ladd's career touched many corners of film and television. In 1990's Wild at Heart, she earned another Oscar nomination for her supporting role. In 1991, she was again nominated for an Oscar for Rambling Rose, a film in which she and her daughter Laura starred together, making them one of the first mother-daughter pairs to receive Oscar nominations in the same year. Her film credits also include notable titles such as Chinatown, 1974, Primary Colors, 1998, and Joy, 2015. On television, she appeared in series and guest roles over decades, and she won a Golden Globe for her work in the sitcom Alice, which was derived from the 1974 film in 1981. Her career was not simply long, it was resilient and characterized by a willingness to evolve, to move between genres, and to keep her performance grounded in character rather than spectacle. The mother-daughter dynamic with Laura Dern, one of the most compelling subplots of Ladd's life, is her relationship with Laura Dern. Initially, Ladd discouraged Laura from becoming an actor, telling her, "Be a doctor, be a lawyer, but don't be an actress." Yet Laura followed her passion, and Ladd soon recognized her talent, telling her daughter, "I knew you had the gift when I went to a screening of Fox's." Their professional collaborations became a family legacy. Laura appeared as a young extra in Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore. They shared screen time in Wild at Heart and Rambling Rose, among other projects. Their Oscar-nominated turns in Rambling Rose marked a unique moment in film history for both mother and daughter. In 2023, they co-wrote a joint memoir, Honey, Baby, Mine, A Mother and Daughter Talk Life, Death, Love, and Banana Pudding, published after Ladd's 2018 diagnosis with idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis. The illness sparked deep conversations between them. Ladd's nurturing of Laura and her willingness to recalibrate her own expectations is a beautiful testament to their bond. Beyond acting, her life, her passions, Diane Ladd's off-camera life was as rich as her on-screen presence. She authored books including Spiraling Through the School of Life and A Bad Afternoon for a Piece of Cake. She also engaged with her Southern roots, spiritual interests, and community work, bringing a holistic approach to her public self. In interviews, she spoke candidly about the craft of acting, the vulnerability it demands, and the necessity of embracing truth over performance. One episode in her career came while working on Joy 2015, where she described the set experience as like a family affair, despite the cold Boston winter. Advocate, calm her own background growing up in Mississippi, singing in a church choir, pursuing a path that was part theatrical, part reflective gave her a unique voice in Hollywood. She once pointed out that being an actor meant that they care about how you look, your weight, your every move, hence her initial caution to her daughter about the profession. Legacy and impact. Diane Ladd leaves behind a legacy that touches multiple threads. 1. A talent for character. She may not always have been the lead, but she elevated every role she undertook. Her portrayal of Flo in Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore remains iconic. 2. Breaking new ground for women. Throughout her career, she showed that actresses over 30, 40, 50, and beyond could remain vital, interesting, challenging. Her Oscar nominations came decades apart, showing a long-term resilience. 3. A meaningful mother-daughter story. The bond between Ladd and Dern is one of the more striking mentorship stories in Hollywood. A mother who guided, challenged, and ultimately applauded her daughter's success while forging a creative path of her own. 4. A life lived with depth. Ladd did not simply collect credits. She wrote books, engaged with issues of spirituality and wellness, shared her personal stories of tragedy and survival, including the death of her young daughter and her own health struggles. 5. An inspiration for actors and audiences alike. For aspiring performers, her path offers a blueprint of longevity, integrity, and adaptability. For audiences, her performances continue to resonate, reminding us that the most memorable characters often come from the supporting cast. Final reflections. The news of her passing has already produced outpourings of love and recollection. She was the greatest daughter, mother, grandmother, actress, artist, and empathetic spirit that only dreams could have seemingly created. Laura Dern. It is fitting that her career arc reflects so many of the themes she brought to her work. The search for identity, the strength of women in the face of challenge, the mixing of humor and pain, the forging of connection across generations. In the annals of American film and television, Diane Ladd occupies a rare place, a figure who was never the loudest name on the marquee, yet one whose presence was unmistakable once she appeared on screen. Her roles may span diner waitresses and matriarchs, an eccentric side, characters, but the through line is always authenticity. As we reflect on her passing, one might recall a line from Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore, when Alice fights back against being underestimated. Well, look at my face, I don't sing with my ass. That combination of humility, defiance, and humor describes Diane Ladd's approach to life and art. She is survived by her daughter Laura, her grandchildren, and countless colleagues, collaborators, and fans. Though the screen will carry her work forward, the person, vibrant, inventive, loyal, is deeply missed. We say goodbye to Diane Ladd, but hold on to her legacy. May she rest in peace, flying with her angels now, as Laura beautifully put it.